Hey guys, welcome back. So I did finish eating and everything, and something really funny happened, which you guys will get to see. This video is for the Q&A as well, as we were throughout the weekend. Basically, just yesterday, we were asking some of our friends on social media to ask us. Oh, you can see my tan. It's nasty, but anyways, we were asking friends on Snapchat. I posted it on my Snapchat, on my Instagram, on Facebook as well. To ask us questions for us to do the Q&A. This is just a way for you guys to get to know us a little bit more. Paulina and Tony are upstairs right now. Paulina got a little bit of upset at me just because of what occurred. I kind of scared her. So hopefully you guys will get to see it. And then Anthony is just watching a movie right now, so he was like not even trying to. But basically, I hope your guys' day is going good. I will be answering some of the questions that I did get asked. And also, because I am new at this, I will try my hardest when I'm gonna try to edit this as best as possible, and mention the people who had the time or took the time to ask me a question for this. So basically what I did is I went on Snapchat. Anyone who replied on Snapchat, I screenshot it, and then I'll be answering. At Facebook, same thing. It's on there. So let's go ahead and start. So the first one is one of my high school friends, and we do still talk as well, is Natalie Marquez. And one of the questions that she asked is, what's your favorite memory from my childhood? So my favorite memory from my childhood that I can remember, there is quite a few things, but let me see. There's a few, but I mean, one of them was when my parents sent us to Mexico for vacation. I guess it's kind of funny the way you see it, because it was kind of a vacation for them, because they didn't have to, like, I guess, deal with me or my brother for almost like 3 months. So they probably needed that vacation time too. But me and my older brother Victor, which you guys have not got to meet him, but hopefully one day I can have him in a vlogging video. We went to Mexico for almost 3 months, and the reason why I remember this so much is just because regularly I get homesick really fast. Even just when I've, like, now that I'm older, I'm 21, I've flown out to California, and I have gone out for like 3 to 4 days, and then I'm ready to come home. Just like heat wise or the temperature and things like those, like, it's not the same thing. And I just love where we live and everything about it. So, and I was born and raised here in Denver, so this is home to me, and it always will be. I don't have any intentions on, like, moving states, which it has gone through my head. You know, it is kind of nice. But yeah, so going back to this, I'm getting sidetracked. This is one of my favorite memories just because we got to spend a lot of time with family in Mexico, which is now that we have to work and there's bills, and you know, you grow up, so that now you have to, there's different things to do, like responsibilities. Now we only go about like once every 4 years, versus like when we were smaller, like we used to be able to go like every summer. You know, as a kid, like, there's really, yeah, it's summertime for you, like, it's your vacation, have fun, like, go outside, summer. But times really have changed, and this is my best memory, because when we were down there, like, all my cousins used to, like, obviously be there with us, and we used to, like, go outside and just basically go, like, swimming every day, similar to what you can do here. But just, it's just a whole different setting and everything, and, you know, just eating all the Mexican candy and all the Mexican food. It's nice. It's something that we eat here, but down there it's like every day. Like, it's breakfast, it's lunch, it's dinner, like, and then cenas again, like 12, like 2 in the morning. And then the best thing is that there's a taco stand in every corner. Like, literally, like, you can, from one block to another, like, you walked, let's say, even not even like 3 minutes, like maybe 4, and there's another taco stand. Like, that's the best thing. Like, you got tacos for days. So yeah, you basically can eat, and you will gain a lot of weight. That has happened to me. That one time we came back and we were a little bit pasaditos de peso, but that occurred. So again, I want to say thank you for taking the time to ask me that question. I am moving forward with the next one. So we did Natalie's. Now we're gonna do one of my best friends, and this is like best friend. We go, I could say, way back now, because it almost be let me see, it will almost be like 6 years. And me and her have gone through a lot at times, like just drama in high school and everything. You know how it is, high school. But I'm glad that through like everything, like we've been able to just talk about it and solve it, and we're still close. And I hope that this does keep on happening. Not the whole like fighting situation or arguing, but that our friendship is always like that. And I see her like a sister as well, and she sees me like a brother. And I'm really grateful for her as well. So this person is Mariel Mendoza. And her question was on Snapchat. She asked me, what do you hope to get out of doing YouTube? As I mentioned in one of the videos earlier, I don't plan on doing this for like income, or just like a lot of, and you will hear a lot of people be like, oh, I'm gonna do YouTube because of the money. But I like doing this, not that I've ever done it, but just seeing like more vloggers on YouTube and everything like that. It's a nice experience. Like I want to go through that experience. I want to grow as well. Not to the sides though. I definitely don't want to grow to the sides. I want to grow more as a person, working on myself. Just for you guys to experience what not only my life is, but my little brother's as well. And just basically show like what, you know, what our everyday is like. The different types of things that we do throughout the day. El chisme, like the jokes and all that stuff. So yeah, I just want to bring you guys on board and be able to share this experience with you guys, and you know, you guys as well, like with your comments and everything. So again, thank you, Mario, for taking the time. So the next one that I will be going with is Mayred. And here is Anthony now. He finally decided to show up.
You didn't invite.
I told you guys I was gonna do this.
No, but you told me to.
Excuse him.
Well, I could be in it.
Watch out.
Oh.
So Mayred asked me, what's one of your fears? One of my fears that I've always had, and still to this day, is letting my parents down. And I'm talking for myself, but the people who I've talked to, or I can hear, and just like when socializing, is I will hear a lot of people, and this is one of their biggest fears, just because you know, like your parents have done everything for you, and maybe there is people who can say the opposite, but I'm speaking like for me. Like for me, my parents have always been there. With my dad, he's been there as well. It's just I'm a lot closer like with my mom. With my mom, she's like my best friend as well. I can basically tell her anything. Like we'll joke around, and you guys will be seeing like I spend a lot more time with her than my dad, because my dad is at work too. Like more time. My mom doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom. She does do things at home though. Like she babysits my little nephew, which I hope you guys do get to meet as well, Eliab. But yeah, that's what my mom does. Like she'll be here and there, and she'll go to church, and she helps a lot, like community service, and she's always apoyando la gente. And so she is really busy, like even though she doesn't work, but she does invest her time into really good things. But again, that's one of my fears, is just letting them down, because something that I heard once, and I don't remember who said this or where exactly I heard it from, but basically saying, or I don't remember if it's something that I heard, but basically in my mind, the way I have it set is, my parents walked me this far, so now it's my turn to walk them. And for those of you like watching this video and didn't understand it, I'm gonna say in Spanish too. That's just how I think of it. Like my parents have done so much for me, and my older brother as well. And it's like they worked so hard for us, and you know, at the time having probably 2 jobs, and we get it. Like they were always there for us, and they still are, and I'm really grateful for that. But it is at times where it's like they have to go to work, like they have to bring the income, they have to bring like food to the table. You know, like as parents, like that is one of the responsibilities, and I'm so grateful for that, because even the moments that I got to live with them is what I look up to now. And that's one of my fears, is letting them down. which is what something I really like is that my parents will like talk to me like once a month. No like regaños, like getting me in trouble, but my dad especially, it feels really good to hear this because I hear it from my mom more often. So it's not something that like you can say, oh, like it's nothing new. No, like hearing that I'm doing super good and they're proud of me is something that pushes me like every step more and more of what I'm gonna do next. For example, like this, like I told them like I want to start vlogging, and my mom right away is like, you know what, like go for it. Like if that is what you want to do and that's what you want to invest your time into, like I'm all for it. Like let's do it. Like what can I help you with? And my dad as well, but my dad kind of had more like not doubts, but more of like, well, are you gonna have time? Like, how are you gonna do it? Like, are you sure about this? Things like those. My mom's more aventada, just like she's more like, let's do it. Like, it won't take her as long to think about it, and most people do. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But my mom's like, you know what? Like, let's do it. Like, what do you need? Like, she's really like one of those people that are like, you say something and she's there, like that. Like, there's a saying in Spanish, like, dices rana y saltamos, like, quick. Like, she's like, let's do it. Like, when, where, like that. And sorry, I have the hiccups. And yeah, so that's how my mom is. But that's one of my fears, is just like letting them down. But it's nice to hear that I'm doing good and that they're proud of me. So thank you, Mayred, for taking the time to do that. And next we will go with, let's see, sorry guys. So Graciela, Chela, the question that she asked me is, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? Again, what made me want to start a YouTube channel was just to explore, to invest time into something that I know that will be worth it, because nowadays, like, social media is growing a lot. Like, it's something that, it sounds funny, but it's something that our generation does depend on, which is kind of, I mean, I'm like in both. Like, I'm with it, and then sometimes like I'm not. Like, for example, like I was at a place where se fue la luz once, so like there was a power outage, and I'm not lying, but so many people, like so many teens, like I could say within like the age of like 14 to like my age right now of like 21, there was so many people freaking out because the Wi-Fi was down, like the routers were not working. Like, it was crazy. A lot of them were like, not lying, but almost close to crying, because their phones were about to die. Like, it was on 2 bars, or like at a certain percentage. Like, they were literally like fighting with like the plugins on the wall. And it's just that type where it's like, I want to do this, I want to do YouTube, I want to vlog, but I don't want to, it's not that I don't want to be on it 24/7, which would be nice to, like, you know, definitely, like, if I start doing something, like, I want to grow with it and expand, and, you know, definitely learn from it as well, like, you know, not just do it porque no más, like, you know. And the reason that I wanted to start doing this is just to expand as a person, to get to know me more, and to share basically my life with you guys as well, and just to experience everything, like show you guys what my life can be, or what what I do with my little brothers. I wasn't the person to be the closest with Paulina or Anthony. It's just, we were just, like, me and Anthony were 7 years apart, and then with Paulina we're 8. So I mean, I do see them here in the house, and it's hi, bye, and this. But this, after the videos that we have been doing, like, I feel like it's brought us so much closer together, which is nice. They know that I've always been there for them, and a lot of the times, like, we argue and we fight, you know, siblings, like, this happens, I'm pretty sure, anywhere. But I don't know, like, to me, like, I've seen it, like, it's something where us three are coming together along, and we're sharing ideas. And it was, let me tell you, it was really rare to have all of us sit down, just because like Paulina and Tony would like be going at it, or like argue with Tony and then with Paulina. So it's something that, like, it's brought us together, which is really nice. So yeah, let's see who, so thank you, Graciela, for asking. Let's see who else. When we got Jasmine, I want to say thank you for taking the time to ask me on Snapchat as well. Question for the YouTube: what made you start a channel? So I did speak a little bit about this just now. I did have a lot of people who asked me this question, and I mean, it makes sense, just because, like, it's not random, the person who does it, but to me, like, at first, when like I didn't want to tell people that I was gonna start vlogging, because what I've noticed, and it's something my parents have always told me, is don't tell your plans to someone until you're already like either starting them or you're like halfway there, because it's true. Like, and I've seen like memes or posts of this on Facebook, like, there's like 3 things to not share with someone. And it's not that you're like wanting to be like messed up, or you don't want to like help them grow or nothing, but personally, like, I've seen this happen, and it's so true. So like, one thing is like, don't tell your income to someone, like your love life, and the other one's like your next plan. Why? Because just as we know, as there is nice people in the world, there's also mean people. And not mean in the fact that they'll be like not mean as in like, oh, like fighting wise, but there's negative people. There's people who will, instead of try to bring you up, they'll bring you down. And it's like, it just takes one person to not want to see you succeed, for them to do like the impossible to bring you back down. So definitely, that is one thing that like I did not tell a lot of people. I was just like, I'm not gonna say anything. Like, I probably told like 4 people, and that was it. And that was like my cuñada Daisy, like my brother, my parents, obviously. Well, it was more than 4 people, but it was here like within the family. And then I told Mario as well, that I had it in my mind. And it's like, it's people who I fully trust on like 120%. But as far as like publishing it or posting it on Facebook or anything like that, I didn't do it prior. I just did it actually today, but that was to get questions for the Q&A. But yeah, so that's basically it. So thank you, Jasmine, for taking the time to do that. Let me go on Facebook now, and let's see who asked me on there, because I'm trying to remember. Sorry, guys. So my cousin Gabriela Alvarez asked me the same thing. She asked, what made you start a YouTube channel? So basically, going back to it, as I said, most people did ask the same question, because it's not something that, at least here in Denver, I think you don't see vloggers. Like, I'm 21, and I've learned like a lot from my little brothers, and literally I didn't know anyone here who was doing it until they told me that there's some twins at their school that do it and have been doing it for like a year and a half or 2. But yeah, I was just like, you know what, like, I see so many people, so many vloggers, so many YouTubers who do it, like in California. Like, it's growing. Like I said, social media is like the next thing. Like, it's the 21st century. Like, it's growing. Like, everything now and everywhere. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but at least like my job or different places, like business wise, are going paperless. So it's like everything's literally gonna go like via electronic. Like, everything's gonna be on social media. Like, everything's gonna be computer wise. Technology, as we all know, technology grows every day, and it's always like the phones, like the iPhones, like the Androids, like everything has a next step. Like, it's growing. So that's how it's yeah, everything is just growing. So I want to say thank you to my cousin Gabriela Alvarez. And I have another one from Nancy Flores. I want to thank you as well for taking the time out of your day to ask me a question. And she said, okay, so here's one question for you. Do you believe in God? Now, a lot of people, as far as like the religious topics or like God or anything that has to do with like religion wise, you have to be, I guess, really careful. And I've learned that a lot in high school as well, just because